So this is the bird's eye view of the budget, and I'm going to go into each of these items in detail, but I wanted to share that, from a bird's eye view, what I've done is I've bucketed all of our revenues by this funding source, meaning local, state, and then also federal, or if the district is using current operating funds on hand. So those are the major sources. And then I've also bucketed it by expense summary. So special schools, general current expense, preschool, federal projects. These are all terms taken directly from the budget document. And then what I did was I ranked it from top to bottom just so we could get a sense of where the biggest revenue sources are and then where the biggest cost drivers are. And we can see that there's a couple categories within the revenues and then a couple categories within the expenses that consume most of the activity here. So what we're going to do over the next couple videos is I'm going to walk through expense first. I always like to start with expense first because I think it's important to focus on what are we actually paying for? Where is the need? And the expenses, it helps point to the need. What is it that we're about anyway when we talk about public schools? A lot of that detail is going to be in the expense items. And then I'm going to focus on the revenues. How do we pay for the expense? And then I'll take a look at the per pupil analytics, which is another part of the advertised budget that was shared. And that will hopefully be what I'm hoping is a helpful exercise if you're interested in just kind of getting your head around this budget and what some of the big picture drivers are and also some of the major themes that run through these budget documents. You can obviously go through this in whatever order you'd like, but I have put it together in a step-by-step process simply to help you kind of step through, especially if you're newer to this budgeting process with the public schools.